Hey everybody, today we have an '07 Chrysler 300 with a 3.5 liter V6. We got to put spark plugs in it. As you can see right here, here's one of the coils, here's another one coil, and then the other coil's underneath the upper intake manifold, and then the other ones are underneath here so we can't get to, so we're going to have to take this upper intake off, or at least get it up so we can get to the coils. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this loose, which I already took loose, to get this air boot loose. We're going to take the air cleaner off, get it out of the way. There's some vacuum lines here and here and here we're going to get out of the way. Then there's also a EGR tube here, which I do believe just slides out. I already looked with my mirror and it doesn't look like it has anything there. Then over here there's a 10 millimeter nut here and a 10 millimeter nut here, and then a bunch of bolts here to take that off. So let's me start taking stuff apart and we'll see if we can get down to the plugs. We might just bungee the cord this up out of the way so we can just reach in and get it instead of taking it all the way out. Sometimes it's easier just to lift it up just enough to get in there and do what you need to do. So I'll go ahead and come back once I get some of the stuff taken apart. Alright, already got this taken loose, so we'll go ahead and we'll unplug this wire connection, get that taken off, get that out of here, pop this stuff out. So there's the top of the air cleaner assembly. Now we also have some bolts here that we have to take out. We might have to take the bolts out down here to get this out. And then we have some vacuum lines here we also have to get out. Another wire connection here, wire connection here. Oh, here's something I want to show you. I should have done it before. See right here? This is the wire. The wire stuff has fallen down and got here. So what I like to do before I take any intake manifold, upper intake manifold off, I like to get my air blower out and blow that stuff and get it out of here. Come in here and take this 10 out. This 10 millimeter out. Okay. I can bend that out of the way. I'll probably have to come down here and loosen up wherever the bolt is that holds it in. Alright, let's go ahead and disconnect this. Okay, there's that. Two more wire connections here. Got a transmission stick right here that just pops in, just pop that out. Let's see if we can get this thing. Up. It looks like this mount is going to give me a hard time, so I have to figure out how many bolts it has. One's missing. Looks like a 15. Let me get a 15 and get that loose. And once I get that loose, I'll come back. All right, there was one 15mm bolt down there I just loosened up, and now this is nice and loose. I disconnected this vacuum line and this vacuum line. Then there's a breather tube. There's still the EGR tube down here. Let's see if this thing will start coming off. It just slides right up. I'm catching on the transmission dipstick, but there we go. There we go, came right out. This is a pretty easy one. I was hanging up on this transmission dipstick. Now what I like to do is I like to take a rag and shove in all these holes to make sure that no debris falls down in there. See, there's still debris right there. And then I also too like to double check and make sure by looking down here to make sure nothing else fell in any of the holes, which it doesn't look like anything did, but I still like to get a rag. So now all I have to do is disconnect the wire connections, lift up the coils, get in there and change the plugs, and then put it all back together. So there you go, everybody. There's an overview on how to take and remove the upper intake manifold to replace the spark plugs on a Chrysler 300 with a 3.5 liter V6. So now, like I said, all I have to do is pull the coils out and the plugs are right underneath. So that's kind of self-explanatory. But the intakes come off of these pretty easy. And you can see there's the EGR tube right there. It just slides into the manifold. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video.